welcome. I love you with all my heart and all my soul. That's what Mukhananda used to say. That's what Robert used to say. Welcome you with all my heart. I feel such warmth for all of you today. Probably because it's the 10th day of continuous sun and 70 to 80 degree weather in California. It's easy. While in Edinburgh, the next 10 days, 7 of those days are supposed to be rainy and windy. And on Toronto, I guess you're going to have about 40 feet of snow, right, Matthew? Those in New York are buried. I don't know about Europe. But it's nice and comfy here in Southern California. Come, build an ashram here. Susie Burrows remarked, because of what's been happening on Facebook lately, that the old saying is, if you meet the Buddha on the road, kill him. And she says that's not necessary anymore because they're killing each other. You may have seen some of the posts by Guru Datta attacking all the Neo-Advaitins, which sort of encouraged me again to once again launch some critiques of other teachers. Now we're killing each other. It's very exciting. It's nice to be alive and fighting. It's good to see you, Harold. B. Gates. It's great to see you, Dia, again. And Matthew. And Max. And Eric. Who's that in the right-hand corner? I can't see that. There's no name. Dinesh, Santosh. Good to see you all. Who else is here today? Let me see the list of 25 people. Matthew, Santosh, Shane, Antonio, Charlie, Bala's in Hungary, Chris in Texas, I guess, 2 guests, Maggie and Dean from Germany. We're overrepresented by the German language today. Harold in Brussels, Nadine, Max, who else? Anyway, I've been engaged in a dialogue with Jackson Peterson, who is a Zen person, who talks about clear mind and about seeing the lighted consciousness from the light of one's own consciousness. And that the essence of getting there is watching thoughts to realize they're empty, watching emotions to see that they're tied to thoughts and they're essentially empty, and in this emptiness to see the light, the clear light, which dissolves all emotional problems. Well, the thing is, it also dissolves emotions. Clear lighted consciousness is crystal clear, but there's nothing there to muddy it, like a self, or emotions, or thoughts. It's empty. It can be blissful in a kind of icy, cool way. Or it can be bliss, kind of peaceful in a being in the shade kind of way. But what it isn't is it's not filled with life. The emptiness isn't filled until you can love. Until you can love with all your heart and all your soul. Then the emptiness is filled with liquid love. Sometimes with airy love. Sometimes with golden grace. But always it feels alive. Your body begins to feel alive. Electric currents shoot up your toes. Your toenails drop off. All kinds of things happen to you. feel electricity going up your spine. You feel tingling in your heart. You feel coolness in your libido, followed by rapid heating of libido. You feel. That's the important thing. You see, when you do a lot of looking inside, looking creates a subject and an object. If you made thoughts into objects, you rob them of their ability to conquer you. But when you look at emotions in the same way, or process emotions, and they become objects, you destroy them. You take away their ability to hurt you. But it also takes away the energy that fills you with life and love. You know, if you love somebody, you don't look at the love. You look at the person you love. You radiate love. You feel love towards that person, and that person can feel love towards you, or not, maybe not. And maybe you can feel the love coming from that person. But you don't want to objectify the love by looking at the love, because that kills the love. What you want to do is become the love. Invite it inside of you. Invite it to fill that emptiness within, so that it's filled with love. It's filled with energy. It's filled with bliss. It's filled with electricity. It's filled with tingling. It's filled with vibration. Now, Charlie has been here a little over 2 months, and in the last 5 weeks, especially since our satsang here at the house, he's just been turning into a fried man with energies, filled with love, filled with energies, filled with the I am, filled with the sense of presence that extends beyond his body, all in a period of about 5 weeks. But now he's going to go back to Spain, and it's going to be hard for him to maintain it in that different environment unless he isolates himself, so that's what he plans on doing. This is the last one he'll be with us. He's in my living room right now on a separate laptop. But here's something to think of. Let's try a little guided meditation, and let's talk about it while we're doing it. Okay? Close your eyes. Look within. Feel the bottom of your feet if you can, where it makes contact with the floor, or couch, or whatever you're on. Move upwards into the calf area. Feel the calves. You feel energy going through them. Do you feel the skin touching things? Do you feel the muscles in motion? Or do they feel quivering, or are they calm? Or do you feel nothing? Move up to your thighs. Can you feel the bones in your thighs? Can you feel the flesh? Can you feel the flesh where it's touching the couch or whatever you're sitting on? Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the air coming into your lungs. Does the air go all the way down to your belly? Or do you chest breathe? Do you feel your belly expanding on the in-breath? Contract on the out-breath? When you look within your belly, do you see anything, or is it just darkness inside? Now move up to your heart. What do you see there? Do you see anything inside? Do you see light? Now instead of seeing, try feeling. Instead of seeing, try feeling. Feel inside of your gut instead of seeing inside your gut. Feel inside of your heart instead of seeing within one's heart. You can do both, you know. Once you've developed the inner eye, you can see inside of yourself all the time. You can see the emptiness. You can see the fullness of light and energies within you. You can feel the energies at the same time, moving, tickling, sensating, touching you, making you smile. You can feel the energies going through your back muscles and your neck. Relax your chin, relax the tongue. Open up that throat chakra. Let the energy into your brain. What do you see? What do you feel? Advanced meditators will see everything from inside as emptiness. They will feel the shape of their body, and they'll see emptiness inside. And they'll also be able to feel inside. They'll be feel the energies, and feel the love. The love comes from the very basic level of consciousness. It's called Turiya, the fourth state. Now notice that there's a you that's witnessing all of this going on. And at this point you might ask yourself, who's witnessing? To make a short story, very short, by witnessing you're taking a part of the mind, one of the functions of the mind, and isolating certain internal phenomena, like the feeling in your foot, the love in your heart, and you're objectifying it. It makes it appear that there's a witness, the one who is doing this, and there may be a witness, but it feels like there's a witness and a witnessing and a witnessed. A witnessed love, a feeling of love, and the self who is feeling the love. This is what happens when you have analysis, when you split off the mind to watch, or you go into the witness, the eternal witness, and you watch. Where are you in the process? Are you that dispassionate witness? Or are you what is being witnessed? The energy inside your body. The energy inside your sense of presence. Your love. Your compassion. Perhaps your anger. Are you that alive energy within, the Shakti? That's always exposing you to God, God's grace, if you're open to it. Or are you the witness who's watching the process? Or are you both? Now, try to feel the totality of your body all at once. Try also to feel the totality of your sense of presence, which permeates the body and extends beyond it. Feel the energies moving within it. Listen to the sound of my voice and how it makes you feel. Sink backwards into yourself. You've been a witness watching. Back into the witness. Back up into your mindness. Back up into the seer. And what happens is everything in the world becomes very alive. And it is you. You are the love. You are the energies. You are your body. You are your sense of presence. You're also the one that's sentience, that's watching all this, knowing all this. You, a particular instantiation of consciousness, radiating and permeating your flesh, filled with love and light. You are that. But also you're the creator of consciousness. You're the touch of Godhood in the flesh that brings it all to life. You are sentience. You are consciousness. You are Parabrahman. But at the same time, you're the body. You're the energies running through your body. You're the love you feel for each other, for your wife, for your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, cat, dog. You're also the one that feels protective of them whom you love. Caring. Concerned. Motherly and fatherly. They're an extension of you, they're part of you. Anyway, Jackson Peterson was talking about getting into the clear light of consciousness and seeing the clear light. And he said you have to destroy all subjectivity. Because if there's any subjectivity when you feel love, there's self-involvement. And it contaminates the love with self-involvement. When I look inside, all that I can find is me. I can't get rid of me. Me is this body. Me are the energies. Me is the witness. Me is that tingling wholeness and energy that's making me feel so alive that it's quivering. Me is the love I feel for you. It's all me. My subjectivity is involved in everything. There's nothing that is not me. Talking about what's inside of me. It's all me. I own it all. It's my responsibility. Except for Keith. I reject Keith. Now, find yourself around the heart. Feel the energies of our family, our satsang family. Look at Dia and the love she has for all of you. In her kindle, my heart's flame sight. 95 million viewers every day. Just kidding. Feel her love. Feel my love. Feel Harold's love. Feel Dinesh's love. Dinesh looked like he got a haircut. Go into the heart now. Go into your heart. Just look. Don't look too strongly. Look softly. With a soft touch. Because when you look hard and analytically, whatever is looked at disappears. Whatever you look at eventually will disappear, including the I am. And instead of just looking at it, you have to feel the I am. You look inside and find that little sense of I am. And then stop looking at it. Instead, invite it into your heart. That's where it belongs anyway. Follow that heart link backwards, all the way backwards, and go backwards with that heart link. Fall into your sense of presence. Fall into your deepest self. Fall into love. I love you all. Do you feel love? Do you feel love within yourself? If you feel love within yourself towards anything, turn it into yourself. Take that love you feel for anybody else and turn it around and love yourself. And if you can't find yourself, just turn your love around towards that inner emptiness, the darkness, or the lighted consciousness, whatever you see there. Turn it around, that love you have for somebody or something outside. Turn it around and love yourself. Whatever you see as yourself. Just your sense of being, perhaps. Or perhaps you have a strong sense of his self, such as the energy body. Maybe you identify with that. Maybe you identify self as the tingling around the heart. Maybe you identify the self as the entire body energy cycle. Whatever is the self to you, turn that love you have for that external person and thing into love for yourself. Love it in the same way. You've created the love for the other person. Keep creating it and turn it towards yourself and watch what happens. You'll become filled with light. You'll become filled with energy. Your body will constantly tingle in excitement because of the energies. You'll feel such love that you couldn't believe that it's so strong. And soon the self starts loving you. It exposes itself to you. It follows you around like a constant companion. You have love in your heart, and it follows you around as God, as the divine, with its grace. And you are beloved. You are the loved one. Because finally you love yourself. And when you love yourself, everybody else loves you too. Except people you fight with on Facebook. to stay inside of that warmth in your heart and your chest. See if you can feel the light associated with that warmth. The energies throughout your body that tingle, that make you feel sort of blissful and excited at the same time. The body feels very alive, like it did when it was 14 or 15. The energy's bringing your bodies back again, back to life again. Now, while we're doing this, let's have another chant and stay in this for a while. Let's try Muktananda chant. Okay, the bottom of the Muktananda chant's on the left-hand side. Narayana, Narayana, Jaya Govinda Hare. It's 10 minutes long. Keep that rosy feelings inside and intensify them not by looking at them, but by encouraging them to come into you. Just the way you want to let the sound of the chant come into you and fill you up. Identify with everything. You are everything. You are the chant. You are your own happiness. You are your own love. You are those who you love, who are inside of you right now in your mind as you love them. At the count of 4, Narayana, Narayana. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a Muktananda chant taken from one of his satsangs. We used to have times they called dancing saptas, where besides the chanting, people would dance in a circle. Some would continue to chant on the floor, but most of them get up and hold hands, and we'd go in a circle and dance around. And the bliss became so strong in some of us, just had to stop moving. We got frozen right in mid-track because the bliss is so incredibly intense. You don't want to move for fear of disturbing it. There was a woman too around Robert. Her name was Michi. And we'd go to lunch, and 5 or 6 of us around the table. And Michi would freeze in mid-bite, sitting next to Robert. And we'd all get up and leave after lunch, and she'd still be sitting there in bliss. This bliss can be yours, and it cures everything. It cures anxiety, depression, because you find underneath all of those disturbing emotions is a sea of bliss. Those strong emotions have so much energy, and when you don't allow yourself to feel them, you don't get that energy, and it doesn't get converted into bliss. So feel. Like I said, look within. And when I look within, there's this school of new Advaitins that say look within for yourself. And they give you 5 minutes to do it, and they say, see, you don't see any self in there, do you? Therefore, you don't have a self. Therefore, there's nothing more to do. You're already enlightened. There's no self, so there's nobody there that can do anything. I don't know, this logic is just, I don't get it. Because when I look within myself, I see such beauty. And I also feel my heart. I feel the love energies. I feel the ecstatic energies climbing from my bottom of my feet to the top of my head. And I feel myself. My self is everywhere inside. The self is that which is heard. The self is that which is felt. The self is this emptiness. The self is the fullness of that emptiness. The self is light. The self is energy. The self is love. The self is my body. It is also my energetic body that's around me. The self extends out into everything I see, feel, hear, and touch. It's all me. It's all me. But mostly the sense of self doesn't extend beyond your own body. But at first, that's how you feel it, in your own body. Don't look forever, like Robert said, and Ramana does sometimes, by saying, who am I? And then dive after that thought to see where it comes from. Because that takes you to emptiness. Instead, just look around inside of yourself. Feel around inside of yourself. Take my advice. Just recognize it's all you. Everything in there is you. You're the witness of everything going on inside. And you're that is witness to everything inside. Including love, anger, hatred, jealousy, fear, compassion, caring. But always love. And the bliss that comes with that love. And the tingling in your body when it feels totally alive. Like sometimes after you've exercised for an hour, body tingles. That's how it can always be if you just look inside and accept it as yourself. Welcome it as yourself. Are there any questions? Max, how is the dismal Scottish countryside affecting you? That's because you're with Dia, not because of the countryside. Shane, how are you? Do you have a question? You've got to be louder. I can't hear you. Yeah, the microphone has to be by your mouth. Yes. Just relax. Invite them to come to your heart, come into your heart. And then identify with them. Feel the fullness of the emotion. Let it take you over completely. And that's almost always followed by a sense of bliss, or else a sense of relief and then bliss. Because the energy of the emotion gets turned into energy that circulates in the body. What? I can't hear you. Do you have another earphone on your headset that you can bring down? Not that one. This part. Shane, this part. This. Say something. No? Okay. Just that. Ask away, Shane. Ask away. Exactly. Not only that, they say more than that. They say not only detach from it, but you want to become impersonal consciousness. Impersonal love. God, is that like, what is that called? Dry humping? Impersonal love? What is impersonal love? I don't get it. What is impersonal consciousness? For me, it's all personal. Everything is personal. Everything is me. I own it all. Everything that goes on inside this body-mind, I own it. It's mine. It doesn't take me over. It doesn't come from outside. It's me. I'm not the helpless slave of emotions. They're all me. I stand behind every one. Don't detach from them. Welcome them. Santosh, any questions? If you're feeling confused with all the stuff on the website, Here's the recommendations I give everybody. Download the Nisargadatta Gita from my website. I think it's under resources. It might be under Nisargadatta, but I think it's resources. Print it out, or else buy the book at Amazon. Read one stanza in the morning. Ponder the meaning. And by ponder the meaning, ask yourself, what does Nisargadatta mean by the I am sense? The I idea. What is he talking about? And after pondering it for 5 minutes or so, go inside and look for the I am. Go inside and look for the sense of existence of you, Santosh. Santosh, you exist somewhere. Feel that sense of existence. I am. If you could feel the feeling I am, invite it into you just like any other feeling. Play with it. Don't look at it too strongly. Just play with it. Invite it into you. Ask it to become bigger. Ask it to take you over. Invite it. Welcome it. Love it. Do that for about 20 or 25 minutes. Then repeat in the evening before you go to bed. So twice a day, at least spend a half an hour. Reading the Nisargadatta Gita, one stanza. Ponder the meaning. Then meditate on the self, on the I am. And then the rest of the day, when you can, listen to sacred music. You can get the sacred music from, look at the tunes here that we have at the bottom and find them on the internet or get them on any number of sites or buy them. Those two things alone will make a huge difference in a very short period of time. Just those two things. Very simple. And by pondering, I mean, you think, what is he meaning? What does Nisargadatta mean by the I? Does everybody have an I? Do I have an I? Is there a difference between the I sense and the I thought? Is the witness the same as the I am? I don't know. Just ponder it. And that's it. Very easy instructions. Dinesh, did you have a question? Yes, Dinesh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yes. 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 Especially the negative feelings of anger, irritation, jealousy. You let the feeling in, and you feel the feeling. You may even express the feeling. But you'll notice that once you start accepting the negative feelings, the amount of energy in your body increases. The amount of energy in your sense of presence increases. Your ability to meditate increases. Ability to go deep increases. Everything, not only emotions, but feelings like pain in your body. Don't run from it. Don't take pain medications unless it's a chronic kind of thing. Just feel the pain. Let it enliven you. It's teaching you something. That's a stupid way of putting it. Like, what is it teaching? Algebra. But no, it's teaching you about your body. Keith, how are you doing? Thank God I can't hear you. Harold V. Gates. Matthew V. Gates. Who else is there? Eric, haven't heard from you in a week or so. How are you? Who is that? Shane. There's one person, a man with a balding head, that I can't see his name because it's washed out by the sunlight behind him. Who is that? Oh, it's Justin. Okay, Justin. Hi, Justin. How are you? Yes. Great. That's fantastic. Max and Dia, let's hear from you two. Oh, you don't have your earphones on. Can't hear you. Well, so much for that. How many people are feeling peace and love right now? Keith, you're a smartass. If it weren't for you, what would we do? Keith answered, I know Charlie in the next room is. He always is recently. Maggie says, yep. Nadine says, love. Just feel it. Feel it through the energizing our entire Sangha. You can feel it almost coming in from outside of you, from the others, circulating through your body, doing a couple of loops and going out to the next person in a big chain that connects everybody together. So, let's conclude with a brief chant and then sitting for 10 minutes after the chant. And then we'll just all kill ourselves or commit suicide or do something while we're all happy. Let us try. That Muktananda chant was pretty powerful. Let's try another one. Okay, this 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down on the right hand side. Muktananda, 7 minutes. Govinda Jaya Jaya. It's on the Muktananda, the fifth one down, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the right hand side. Govinda Jaya Jaya, 7 minutes. At the count of 4, we'll press the little button, and then after the chanting stops, we'll sit for 10 minutes. Just feel the love. 1, 2, 3,